manteca. It's 2/3 of a pound that I'm putting in for I will have to open another masa. This is a little less than half of the big bag of the maseca. So you whip your manteca. Your
You need these cut up, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
How small?
You could get 6 out of each one.
6?
Split it in half and then 3.
Are you empty the seeds
They
out?
go in here. No,
Are those cut up already?
those are already done.
These are cut up?
Don't touch that. That's for the 6 tamales.
What 6? The cheese ones?
Yeah.
You didn't want chili.
He didn't mean that kind of chile. That doesn't have chile in it.
Oh,
Okay, so now first I'm gonna add a little liquid to it. My liquid is my homemade chile.
Now you're live.
I know. Might as well practice. Might as well practice, right?
Yep.
That's pure chile salsa. Now I'm gonna start adding my maseca. I'm gonna add the whole leftover of this bag, which is a little less than half a bag. And there it goes. And now I'm gonna add the fluid.
yeah.
Oh no, it was too much. It was too much. Okay.
You put too much masa in
No,
there?
I'm just gonna push it in. It just needs to be pushed in and more fluid.
And go slower.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slow. Well, I'm not gonna start yet till I add the fluid.
Yeah. Are you taking out the center of the chilies?
Am I taking out this? No,
Okay.
nothing. You don't have to do anything special for it. It's only the second time that I've tried the KitchenAid mixer, because we usually use the big heavy duty one. So I don't know yet how to use it without spilling the amount it could hold. I just have to keep adding fluid to it.
Yeah. Give me one of these small towels in the drawer, please.
It looks like it's getting better. Looks like it's working. So,
You know what? It's next to my chair. One of my white towels.
getting a little better. I don't know how to use a KitchenAid. I've always, no, it's going down. It just, I don't know how to control it. I haven't added my salt or anything. So with salt, I don't I do this by hand. I couldn't tell you how much because I really don't know how much salt to add to it. Definitely needs more liquid. It's just it's making me.
You're nervous because you're on camera.
Huh?
You're nervous because you're on camera.
Yeah, I'm being watched. Is what it feels like.
Well, that's the whole idea.
Welcome to my world.
I'm putting more. 2 tablespoons for that amount. It's still a little too hard. We want to get it to a softer, fluffy,
Like me.
like Bia.
Who's that for?
Linda and Marty.
Oh,
It's starting to do good. Starting to look real nice,
like me.
like Andrea. Now it's looking nicer than Andrea.
Not possible.
I taste as I go to see how the salt is. Because you need to put plenty of salt so that when you steam them, salt comes out of it. So you need to make sure you have plenty of salt. With the big machine, when we do it, John and I'm able to scrape the sides. With this, I don't know it because I've never used it, so I don't know how much I could dip in there. Makes me nervous. But the secret in good masa is manteca, the amount you put in it. You have to make sure there's plenty of salt. I mean, not incredibly a ton, but a good amount.
Which doesn't seem much.
Well, you have to know.
Yeah. I can learn.
It's almost like right now the texture is like peanut butter. That's the texture right now. But we want it fluffy. We'll get it there, but it takes time. Mijo, I still have enough for more orders for tomorrow if we get any. Okay?
Well, let's see how much we can make with that one batch. That way you'll know from now on how much one of those batches make. It will be easier for you to figure out what to make. Easy peasy.
Oh, let me check my, I'm gonna walk away. Mija, yeah.
Hold on.
Sherry's up there coming through the door. I just need you to go into the ziploc and this side, these two. These two. Yeah, yes.
Just these two.
Okay. As it's mixing, I'm adding fluid till I get it to where I'm comfortable with it. Now, real good masa that's gonna work real good for you is gonna separate on the sides. It's gonna slide. It's gonna slide for you. People are picking up their tamales still.
Is that mine?
Yeah, sure, I don't care. It's not mine.
I know. You wrote it.
Sherry,
Oh. You need anything else to
no. Just get it ready so we could check the papas, mijo. I don't know how many papas we have done. Here's the texture that's changing. We want it to get fluffy. And it's perfect in, okay, that's fine. It's perfect in the way it's coming along, the texture. Plenty of manteca is always, I even sometimes, if I don't see the masa shiny
Are these yours?
enough,
Both of them?
I add a little more. Like I'm not seeing it very shiny. So I'm gonna add a little more. Just a little, not a lot. I'll show you how much. So this is a little over a pound, this container. So for half a bag, I used this much for half a bag. So if this is a little more than a pound, probably the pound would be perfect for a little more than half a bag. This batch is going to make me about 50, a little extra than 50. I'd say about, I don't know, I'm terrible. No, you don't want your money. You do not want your money. Thank you for being
Enjoy. Tighten it up. Love you. She said, "No,
Oh, no.
Sherry.
Sherry.
What extra did you give her?
The little extras that were left over of cheese
And she counted them out there?
and dropped the rest.
I was wondering why you yelling at me all over the money. How we know? We want everyone's money.
So the masa's looking really nice. We're almost there.
How many bags of masa, dry masa is that?
This is a little more than half a bag. Very little.
That's not looking
Like
too-
half a
too
cup.
thin.
No, don't use that one. This one. No, it's not too thin at all. Be careful that thing.
I know. I'm telling you. This maybe looks really good for a while. When I jump it, if there's any dry spots, I'll be able to mix them in.
Now, this is kind of peanut butter texture, see? Because you put the right amount of manteca in it, I did, you could add a little more water to it. If you want it a little softer, it doesn't matter. I'm adding just that tiny bit. This is it. Now, here you could see that the sides are not sticking so much, like it's not all over the sides, it kind of separates. That's a good batch of masa. And that Nana taught me. Mom taught me everything, but Nana told me when you see it separating from the pot, the masa, that's telling you it's good. And see, now it's starting to have a gloss. It's starting to come out really shiny. That's a good masa. But there's still a lot of little bubbles. Another thing Nana taught me to tell you it's ready is you slide your spatula. When I stop the machine, I'll show you. And it's completely clear. No bubbles, no lumps. It's ready. So it's almost there. It needs very little left. And I'll show you when it's ready. Give it a last whip. I'm going to turn it off and check it. This is my second time with KitchenAid. I'm discovering it works pretty good because it's been very hard on John to whip the big buckets. So I'm hoping that I could do it this way from now on. Okay. I'm dragging this so you could see. And it still needs a little more because you could see the bubbles. So let's keep at it. I'm just gonna clean it up a little because I like my masa really soft and fluffy. Now my mom taught me that manteca is like eggs to a cake. It's what keeps it all together. That my mom taught me. Because she would taste my tamales. And she'd say, no, it still needs this. Manteca. She says, so keep adding manteca. Okay, here we go. So, I still could afford to put a little bit more water, but I don't want to put more water in it. Because I like to work with it, and so does John, a little thicker like peanut butter, a little softer than peanut butter.
No, peanut butter fruit.
Well, he says peanut butter poop, which is gross, but, where's my? Since I'm on camera.
Yeah, say that.
Um,
That way they know that we're not on camera.
I like to use, I like it when it's, a little softer than peanut butter, but John likes it a little more because he's the one that has to tie them. He likes it not too soft because when you put the meat in and you tie, it doesn't leak if you make it more like peanut butter. But I like it more soft. But I'm the one that scrapes it on the leaf, and that's why I like it soft. So, to each his own. You take a pick, choose what you want. Take what you want. Okay? It's almost done. It's shiny the way it's supposed to be. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, whip it a little bit. See? It's looking good. I had to lower it because it was starting to pop up. But I still see little chunks of bubbles. So, not yet. Okay, let me try it now. It needs maybe 2 more minutes of whipping and it's done. Which I'll be happy about that. John's setting up everything. Okay. It's almost done, go over there. I'm pretty sure it's done. There you go. It's done. You slide it and it's ready. It's smooth when you slide it. Nana taught me that. Okay, Gordo, you turn it off. We're done.